Hey, Hope Waukee, Pastor John here with this week's e-News. Hey, I am standing outside on a beautiful spring day in February. Can you believe it? This is such a difference from last week when I was bundled up in a winter coat. Hopefully you're getting outside this week and enjoying the beautiful temperatures. It feels like spring, and that is not ironic because next week begins the season in our church calendar called Lent, and Lent literally means spring or springtime. So it is only appropriate that we start this journey, this 40-day journey, 40 weekdays minus the Sundays, 40 days leading up to Easter on April 20th. So believe it or not, we're on that journey, we're headed in that direction, and it all kicks off next week on Wednesday, March 5th with our Ash Wednesday services. So if this is a brand new thing for you, maybe come and check it out and experience a different way of experiencing Jesus and being the church. If it is a tradition for you, we don't want you to miss it. So we're going to have a service over the lunch hour with lunch provided. We're going to have an evening service, if that works better for your schedule, with dinner provided as well. These are great opportunities to get started well in your Lenten journey. And if anything, even if it hasn't been a tradition for you, I don't know anybody that doesn't want to live with purpose, that doesn't want to live with intentionality. So my challenge for you as we enter into this season of Lent, whether you've ever participated before, what are some things that you need to let go of? And what are maybe some things that you need to take on? Some new habits or some new disciplines? Maybe it's making weekly worship a priority with your family and saying, hey, regardless of what's going on, we're going to show up because we know that our souls need this. Maybe it's a daily practice of reading scripture and starting a daily Bible reading plan to develop that habit. Sociologists will say it takes around 21 days or so to start a habit. Lent is a great time to do that. Maybe it's really investing in your prayer life, and we've got you covered there. Starting the week after Ash Wednesday, the very next week, we are excited to launch a class called the Prayer Practice. And notice I said practice, not prayer perfection. None of us are perfect at prayer. None of us have it all figured out. But if you've ever wanted to grow in your prayer life and even get a little bit more comfortable praying for others, praying for your kids, praying for your parents, your friends at work or school, this may be a perfect opportunity for you. It's a 5-week class. Everybody's welcome, and it's a great way to grow in your faith and meet other people here at Hope Waukee. I'm so excited to worship with all of you this weekend. We're going to wrap up our first sermon series of the year, First Order Questions, with a really important question, especially for the times that we're living in right now. And the question is, how can I find peace? Not something that comes and goes based on how my week went or what's going on in the world. How can I find a peace that surpasses all understanding, regardless of what's going on the news, regardless of the world, regardless of the culture? How can we find peace in the world that we live in? I can't wait to talk to you all about it, and we'll see you this Sunday.